Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight it's the finale of the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprintcars series. Yes, we are in North Carolina. It's the dirt track at Charlotte. Plays host to the final round of the season, as we've got qualifying up now right on the program. We've got about 18 or so drivers starting into the pit area tonight, so we'll go through qualifying as they're coming through on the screen. You can see Western Union quick time with a 13.245. Nathan Davis with a 13.409. Bruce Jones third. Craig Dunn jumps to position 2 with a 13.287. Chris Brenner with a 13.288. Davis now P4, Bruce Jones P5, John Batista, Tyson Landis, Chris Roberts, Carl Atkinson. The order getting shuffled around. Fitzpatrick getting into the top 10 along with Shaver, but Chris Brenner going quick time here. The first driver into the 13.1s, Joshua Steinke with a 13.216. David Hartman in car number 18 with a 13.372. Sean Wallenfels Jr. jumps to position 5 with a 13.367. So make that 20 cars are in the pits. 18 have turned a lap time. So no C or B main required here tonight for the opening race of the finale. As we get set for heat race number 1, should just be the 3 heats here tonight. Correct, all drivers making it through straight on to tonight's feature. So well done to Chris Brenner, going quick time over this field tonight for the final round of the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. Let's take a look at your City Group Holdings starting grid for the opening heat of the night. On the pole, tonight's fastest qualifier. In car number 70, it's Chris Brenner. To his outside, the 0.57, it's Craig Dunn, starts position number 2. Starting position 3, car number 36 of Nathan Davis. Starting position number 4. In car number 90, it's Jeff Fitzpatrick. Your 5th starter for the heat race number 1, car number 77, it's Aaron Schaefer. Starting position 6 in car number 5. Brandon Steele. Scheduled to start position 7, we're not sure whether he's in the server or not. It will be the 57 of Anthony Lepresto. Of course, welcome everybody in, whether you're watching on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook or YouTube channel, or whether you're watching us on the Virtual to Reality Facebook page as well. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up on the video. And if you're watching on the Facebook feed, make sure you hit the like and follow button on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page, and also the Virtual to Reality.tv Facebook page as well. Anthony Lepresto not making the grid for heat race number 1. So the races we'll have, you'll see up shortly, we'll obviously see 3 heat races full of 10 laps. No C or B main required. And then we'll get straight into tonight's first of the twin 35 lappers here for the finale of the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. Getting ready to start the finale of the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprintcars Series. We are green. Chris Brenner got the early jump on the field. He will lead down the back straightaway. Craig Dunn in second, followed by Nathan Davis, and go back to Aaron Schaefer. Looking on the inside of Davis in turns 3 and 4. He cannot make the move into position number 3. Top side, the place to be here at the dirt track at Charlotte. That's where you see the majority of these drivers. All the way around this racetrack, we're on the top side. 3 laps in and Brent has pulled over around a second lead from Craig Dunn, 0.991 as they went by the start-finish line the previous time by. Davis into the wall in turns 1 and 2. However, he gets off the wall, but he loses a ton of ground to the 0.57 of Craig Dunn. And now Craig Dunn makes a mistake and allows Davis to catch back up to the 0.57 in turns 1 and 2. Couple of car lengths separating the 2 right now. Now here goes Davis to the inside, trying something different. 6 laps complete. 4 to go in the opening heat race of the night. Craig Dunn into the wall again. Now Davis scoots on by, but Dunn going to fight back on the outside. Davis 3/4 right the racetrack. He almost squeezed Dunn, but Dunn kept the foot in the gas and drove around the outside. But here goes Davis with a slider in turns 3 and 4. Dunn to the low side. Davis into the wall again. So it's catching these drivers out. Oh no, Craig Dunn! There could be a meatball flag, but with only 1 lap to go right now, there's no point going in and trying to serve it. You might as well finish. Brenner through turns 3 and 4. He has just absolutely dominated this field here tonight. He will get the checkered flag. He will win heat race number 1 and start on pole for tonight's A-Main. Second home went to Nathan Davis, Aaron Schaefer third, fourth, Craig Dunn, Brandon Steele home in 5th. Jeff Fitzpatrick with an NF and Anthony Lopresto did not start. Heat race number 2, we'll take a look at your city group holdings, starting grid. On the pole in Color Radiance, Joshua Steinke. Position 2, the 21 of Sean Wallenfels Jr. Position 3, the 17 of Bruce Jones. Position 4, the 31, Tyson Landis. Position 5, the 93, Chris Roberts. Position 6, the 45 of Todd Brand. Position 7, the 024 of Ryan Martin. Heat number 2, up next. Well, Steve, I hope you enjoy the show here. Cheering on Josh, starting on the outside of the front row, I'm assuming. G'day to Weston and everybody else also in the Virtual 2 Reality chat. Heat 2 on the night. Here we go. Joshua Steinke and Sean Wallenfels Jr. Joshua Steinke starting on the front row. Down into 1 and 2. Steinke to the wall. Wallenfels Jr. has the race lead. Now here comes Tyson Landis challenging for second. Keep it on the 17 and Bruce Jones back there in position 4 as well. Steinke around the outside of Landis on the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Steinke taps the wall with the right rear tyre through turns in the middle of 1 and 2. Wallenfels Jr. through the middle of the racetrack in turns 3 and 4. Now to the top side in 1 and 2. Steinke trying to slide job for the race lead, but here comes Tyson Landis again. three different lines right now between your top three on screen. Sean Wallenfels Jr. looking to turn some bad luck that we've seen here in the past couple of months, the past couple of times that we've seen that 21. As he leads lap number 4, 6 laps remain here in heat race number 2, but the 80 of Joshua Steinke not going away just yet. Slider from Steinke in 3 and 4. Not enough to clear the 21 of Sean Wallenfels Jr. He continues to lead at the halfway stage of heat race number 2. Landis back down position 3, then you go back to the 17 of Bruce Jones. But we keep our eyes peeled on this battle towards the front of the field between Sean Wallenfels Jr. and Joshua Steinke. Wallenfels Jr. getting the right rear very close to that outside wall at both ends of the racetrack. Hits the cushion in turns 1. Sets him up for a great run down the back straightaway, coming to 2 laps to go. Oh no, Wallenfels Jr. into the wall, and a slide job there from, well, the slider line coming from Joshua Steinke. He will lead lap number 9. Who will lead lap number 10? We're on that right now, half a lap to go. Martin getting put a lap down. Steinke into the bottom side through turns 3 and 4. He's going to slide up. Joshua Steinke gets the win in heat race number 2. Sean Wallenfels Jr. home in second. Tyson Manners, Bruce Jones, Chris Roberts, Todd Brand, and Ryan Martin, the DNF in this one. What a battle between Steinke and Wallenfels Jr. to wrap up heat race number 2. Heat race number 3 next. We'll take a look at your Citigroup Holdings starting grid. On the pole of the final heat race of the night in the 222, it's Western Newell. Starting position number 2, caliber 18, David Harleman. At a position number 3, the 35 of John Batista. Your 4 starter in the 005, Braden Nyler. At a position 5, the 22 of Kyle Atkinson. And your final starter at a position 6 in caliber 71, it's Jonathan Fleege. Hello Scott and James and everybody else here in the Virtual 2 Reality Facebook chat. Hello to everyone watching on the YouTube channel as well for Ultimate Dirt TV, and of course the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page as well. Final heat of race number 1 for the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprintcars Series here at the dirt track at Charlotte. So after this we'll have 35 laps of distance where caution laps will not count, so anytime there's a yellow they add 3 laps to the 35 lapper. So for instance, we see 1 yellow, the white flag will come out at lap number 38. We see another caution, it'll go out to 41, and we keep adding 3 laps. As that's what it takes behind the iRacing official pace truck here on iRacing. Scott, we're going to take a minute, we'll call this heat race, and then we'll come back to that question. Green flag is out for the final heat of the night. Parliament into the wall early on. And that's going to be Carl Atkinson in the 22. Upside down, he shouldn't be able to get that car back on all fours unless he's going to prove me wrong. So we'll take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay here. We just see the 18 get into the wall on the start. And Atkinson got into the back of Braden Nyler Very, very slow roll. Yes, indeed, Sam. Scott, we'll go back to your question here. How do you get involved? Well, you've got to have an iRacing subscription. Go to iRacing.com. You have to purchase a subscription, and if you've got a wheel and pedals, it would help. Of course, there's plenty of leagues to race in, but if you want to race with Dirty Old Bastards, message the Dirty Old Bastards page on Facebook. If you click on the Dirty Old Bastards in the title, it'll take you straight to their page. Send them a message, and they'll be able to tell you how to race with them. They race 4 nights a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Monday night is their Masters of Dirt series. Tuesday night is their 360 winged Sprintcar series. Wednesday night they're going to be doing a wingless 410 and 360 series. And of course Thursday night their 410 winged Sprintcar series as well. Here we go, 4 laps complete for the resumption of heat race number 3. 6 laps remain. That's Western Hill. Well, last time we've seen him in the for sale car, he ended up tearing it up, so let's hopefully he can able to turn that one around. John Batista holding on to position 2, got his teammate Braden Nyler in 3rd, closely behind him. Now Braden Nyler going to the low side, putting the slider on Batista. Batista keeps the foot in the gas right now. Now here comes David Hartman as well. Looks like he's got some front end damage as well on that AD machine. Newell down to the low side in turns 3 and 4. Batista keeping it up top of the racetrack. 3 laps remain here in the final hit race of the night. Western Newell continuing to lead in the triple 2. It's a little slower in 3 and 4 just then on that previous lap time, with John Batista closing in the gap, and there goes Western Newell, and the for sale sign haunts him again.
Yellow flag is out.
Yellow is out. Western Newell upside down, and that'll be end of heat race number 3. Take a look at our Coleman's R8's instant replay. So John Batista coming up behind the R-Racing official pace truck. Coming to the checkered flag this time by. He gets the win in heat race number 3. Braden Nyler, David Harleman, Jonathan Fleege, Western Newell, and Carl Atkinson. Eric Ludwig. Go to iRacing.com. Make sure you got a subscription if you don't. Make sure you purchase one. A wheel and pedals would be helpful. Let's take a look at your City Group Holdings starting grid for tonight's A Main. Starting on the pole, the first 35 lap main event tonight is going to be the 70 of Chris Brenner. To the outside of the front row, Connor Brady, it's Joshua Steinke.
Let's get ready to rumble!
John Batista will start position 3. Out of position 4, his teammate, the 36 of Nathan Davis. Sean Wallenfels Jr. out of position 5. Braden Nyler, position 6. Aaron Schaefer, position 7. Tyson Landis, position 8. David Harleman, position 9. Craig Dunn, position 10. Bruce Jones, 11. 12th, Jonathan Fleed. 13th, Brandon Steele. 14th, Chris Roberts. 15th, Western Newell. 16th, Jeff Fitzpatrick. Todd Brand. 17th, Carl Atkinson. 18th, 19th, scheduled to be Anthony LaPresto, not making the grid again, so some issues there for the 57, and Ryan Martin will be your final starter in the 024. "35 laps on the board for tonight's A Main. We come through turns 3 and 4. This is the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series finale. Chris Brenner, Joshua Steinke, green flag is out and we are underway. Look at the Black Diamonds Motorsports teammates going at it right now. Batista, Isla and Davis. Hardeman now on the inside of Landers. Now here comes Wallenfels Jr. He is part of the Black Diamonds team as well. Oh, Braden Isla into the wall. He loses 4 positions right there. They are all over the racetrack at the moment. Oh no, Wallenfels Jr. The bad luck continues. Several cars involved. Brandon Steele caught up in that as well. Sean Wallenfels Jr. Bruce Jones and the 17 2 cars end up upside down. We'll take a look at our Colby's Eye Paint's instant replay. So a hard ride for Brandon Steele, upside down along with Bruce Jones. David Harleman going to the back here. So our first caution of the night, so we'll see the white flag come out at lap number 38 now. Lap screen, the lap ticker on the top of the screen just there, it'll say lap 5. Now it says 245 to go. No, that is not correct. Said that's just to make sure that we have enough laps to complete this race. Green flag is back out. 32 remain here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Brenner leads from Steinke. John Batista third. Braden Isla around the outside of his teammate Nathan Davis down into turn number 3 and 4. Davis through the middle of the racetrack. Tyson Landers on the bottom side. Got Craig Dunn behind him. Davis looks like he's struggling just a little bit at the moment. Joshua Starkey, I wonder if he's in the Black Diamonds car as well. All signs point to yes, but I just want to confirm that. So if he is, Chris Brenner, your race leader, from Steinke in second, and then Batista in third. Batista down low into turns 1 and 2. Looking for the big slide job. Oh no! Collects the wall.
Yellow flag is out.
Yellow is out, but that's not for the yellow. Aaron Schaefer in the 77 around. Let's take a look at our Colby's Eye Paint's instant replay. Western Newell in the 222. Just got the front stretch ball. Schaefer had nowhere to go. Bit of a chain reaction there, and Schaefer around. So I think it's time Western Newell gives that car up. Maybe it's just not meant to be sold. And a Robbie Andrew as well. So caution number 2 and the white flag out at lap number 41 this time by. In fact, I'm going to go on board. Yes, Joshua Steinke is in the Black Diamonds team, or in the stable I should say. Riding on board with Braden Eiler on this restart. And the 005 sitting in position number 2. We'll go a lap around the dirt track at Charlotte here on the 005 machine. Green flag is back out and we're underway again. There's your lap and an action-packed lap at that. Isla and Batista both got by Steinke after a mistake from Joshua Steinke in turns 1 and 2 on the previous restart. Steinke back around the outside. No, he gets the wall going into turns 3. And he gets put back in position 4. .22.5 to go. Oh no, John Batista upside down. Everybody makes it by, but the 35, no doubt, has got some rear end damage on that car. We'll take a look at Jacoby's eye paints instant replay. There's the contact, and then up onto the wall, up onto the side. Flips, gets back on all fours, but that'll be pretty much his night done and dusted. And there he is, rolling back onto pit road. In fact, they've already lost a few other drivers as well. Jonathan Fleege into pit road as well. Bruce Jones, he is about 8 laps down, but he is back on the racetrack. Batista, unfortunately, back into the pits as well. Aaron Schaefer still rolling around in position number 14. White flag out at lap number 44, so 21 remain when we get the green flag next time by. Leader Chris Brenner, Braden Eiler, Joshua Steinke, Craig Dunn and Tyson Landis. That is the top 5, Nathan Davis, Ryan Martin, Weston Newell, David Heileman and Kyle Atkinson rounding out the top 10. Big thanks to Wicked Cushion. Make sure you check them out on Facebook or check them out on the web, wickedcushion.com. Big thanks to Colby's Eye Paints and City Group Holdings as well. Check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook. Check out City Group Holdings on the web at www.cedi.com. That's CEDI.com. Back underway here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Steinke into the wall in turns 1 and 2. Greg Dunn slips on by, as does the 31 of Tyson Landis. Heileman in about position 8 right now, having a battle with Weston Newell, Ryan Martin as well. They're all inside of the top 10 at the moment. And this little business back right now is for about 5th through that lane. Nearly contact. Oh, there's contact. Craig Dunn into the wall, upside down. There was contact with Joshua Steinke. And we'll take a look at a couple of his eye paints instant replay here. Steinke was coming up the racetrack. Dunn didn't think he was going to stop. He did. Craig Dunn going back to the pits. Oh, g'day, Bryce. If you're enjoying the action on the Facebook feeds, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Show your appreciation to these drivers and let them know that you're enjoying the show here tonight, of course. If you're watching on the Virtual 2 Reality, head over to the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page and YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the like and follow button. Make sure to hit the subscribe button as well. Of course, if you're watching on the Facebook feeds, head over to Virtual2Reality.tv on Facebook and give them a like and a follow as well. So this is the final time that you'll see the Wicked Cushion Sprint Cars here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, race 2 up after this one. The final night, however, they continue racing in 2 weeks' time when they start up their new season. But for us at Ultimate Dirt TV, well, we venture into something different. We do some super late models and pro late models. Of course, we'll release details on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page in the coming days or in the next week. What we plan and what our schedule will be. And it's not just going to be all sprint cars. Yes, we have a variety of stuff.
Green's out. Green
flag is back out. Here we go. Chris Brenner. Once again, going to lead us off for turn 4. This time, Braden Niles a lot closer than what he's been so far. They both rail the top side through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway here at the dirt track at Charlotte. They are centimetres from the wall. And on the cushion, Steinke third. David Heilemann now up to position number 4 in car number 18, Tyson Landis, rounding out the top 5. Isla made some sort of mistake on the exit of turn 2, and that's let Heilemann and Joshua Steinke get on by. We watch Heilemann and Isla down into 3 and 4. Yellow is out. We've got Todd Brand upside down. Take a look at our Colby's Eye Paint's instant replay. So keep an eye on the 45 here. Contact with Western Newell and I believe that was Atkinson. And Bruce Jones coming through the field and finishing off Todd Brand there. Nathan Davis going back to the pit. We'll see what happened to the 36. Oh, so there was contact there with the wall. And it looks like it may have broken something on the right rear. Very unhappy with how that car was handling after the contact in the previous lap. So he brings a 36 into pit road. Sends a cone flying and he parks it on pit road. So 10 cars left on the lead lap. So the lights will go out next time by. Chris Brenner, who has led every lap so far. So Scott Steinke in behind him again. Listening to race control because I'm not sure what lap we are on the white flag at.
One of the green guys take that, single file, white flag, lap 50.
12 laps to go here at the dirt track at Charlotte for the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. This is the final race of the season. This is race number 1. Although we're not done with just yet, in about 40 minutes time we'll have race number 2. Once again, of course, we'll be live on the virtual2reality.tv Facebook page, and of course live on the Ultimate TV YouTube and Facebook channels as well. So make sure you want to watch some more race, get back and stick around for race number 2. Chris Brenner in the 3 and 4 with 11 laps to go. He continues just to dominate this field so far here at the dirt track at Charlotte. Although one mistake could cost him. Speaking of a mistake, there's Joshua Steinke. He tries to get it off the racetrack, and well, he's going to do so because we're going to stay green. Brenner makes a mistake in 1 and 2 with 10 to go. And he's got about half to 3/4 of a straightaway lead over the 18 of David Harleman. And cast your mind back on Tuesday night. The 360s final at Lanier. It was Brenner who won both of them, and Harleman who finished second in both of them as well. Braden Knight battling it with Tyson Landis for your final spot on the podium. Isla up top, Landis down low, Ryan Martin. He is there at the moment. Position 5, Landis continues to work down low. 6 laps to go, this time by for your race leader, Chris Brenner. He now pulls a 2.3 second lead over David Heileman. Coming to 5 laps to go right now. It's just so smooth on the top side of the racetrack at the moment. Isla in position 3 right now. We're staying on the top side to turns 3 and 4. Two laps to go this time by for your race leader.
To go. Go.
White flag, one more lap around the dirt track at Charlotte. We watch Chris Brenner in car number 7. Gonna put Aaron Schaefer another lap down. And through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Race number 1, it belongs to Chris Brenner. He is continuing to sweep the field here this week. Home in 2nd went to David Heileman. 3rd is going to go to Braden Isla. Landis got 4th. Martin Roberts, Atkinson, Schaefer, Fitzpatrick, Steinke, Brandt, Davis, Newell, Dunn, Jones, Batista, Fleach, Wallenfels Jr. Steele. Checkered flag is out for Chris Brenner. And he's got every right to burn it down in the centre here of the dirt track at Charlotte. We're going straight to our podium presentation here. And we'll have a chat with the driver home in 3rd place. Home in 3rd place tonight in the 005, Braden Isla. Braden, congratulations on 3rd. This track was very tricky on the top side. You guys are, centimetres away from the wall. Must have been tricky to, not jump that cushion and, get into that wall.
Yeah, the car felt really fast. I was running down Chris there for a little bit once I got past all my teammates, but I made a couple of mistakes and he managed to get away.
It seemed to me that, a couple of Black Diamonds guys, you were in the top 5, 4 years here tonight, I believe, and, you were in the, actually 5, but, 4 years were inside of the top 5. It was just that, you guys just kept making mistakes, jumping the cushion and hitting the walls, and you guys were switching and swapping, for quite some time there.
Yeah, that track was definitely getting pretty tough, but it was a fun track to run. You had to really drive the car, and just try to make it work, and it was pretty fun.
Well, look, a third place here in the opening night, or opening race of the finale here for the Week of Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. Once again, congratulations on third. Any sponsors you'd like to thank?
Yeah, first of all, I'd like to thank all my friends and family out there watching, especially my dad. Everyone at Black Diamond and Nate for the setup. He did a great job once again. Hammer Down TV, and also you guys at Ultimate Dirt TV.
All right, there we go. Braden Nyla home in third. Well, he runs second to Chris Brenner again tonight. David Harleman is the trend this week, second behind the 70, but still, after starting ninth and getting caught up in an incident in the opening couple of laps, you come away with a second. It's nothing to be too disappointed about.
Yeah, it's got involved, but I feel more comfortable going to the back in, a league like this with the way the guys drive than I do like a normal official race. So I just went to the pits, make sure I had no damage because I figured I'd have the laps to make a run at it.
What are you going to do to get by this 70K? He pulled away from him those last 12 laps by, I think, nearly 4 seconds. I mean, finally someone put the shoe, on the other foot, and, you had to watch these guys drive away from you.
Yeah, I just had nothing for him. Not really sure exactly what the car needed either, which is what worries me going into the next one.
Well, look, second place for the third time this week. Once again, I'm sure you got some people you need to thank.
You forget about my Australian league win. Why can't you mention that, Brett?
Don't worry about that, all right? Don't worry about that.
Yeah, it's thanks to the guys at Team VLR and Tech 3 Defense down on the graphics.
All right, there we go. There, David Heineman home in second place for the third time this week. He finds victory lane, but this time it's in a 410. It's Chris Brenner. Chris, congratulations on the win and a dominating win at that. You must be thrilled about driving away from Heineman in the last 12 laps there by about 4 seconds.
Yeah, car felt great. Been doing some serious work on setup, with this Pro Series and everything, and carried over into the DOB. Their tracks are similar to the Pro Series races, where as far as how much they slick off and everything. So setups we have work great in these races, and 4 seconds over Heilman. It's amazing. I know he's done that to me a few times, so I owe him one.
Yeah, I did say it's about time that someone else put the shoe on the other foot and someone drove away from Heidelberg there. But you carried a lot of speed all night. Very minimal mistakes. I think I've seen maybe 1, maybe 2 at the most on the top side. I mean, to run 35 laps, legitimately centimeters away from that wall, it's got to be tough to do lap after lap.
Yeah, you got to be really careful how you enter the corner. And I kind of dive or move the car down maybe a half lane off the corner about halfway through the turn, and that usually keeps me out of trouble here at Charlotte. But yeah, it's tricky, especially with the straightaways getting slick like that.
Well, for the third time, you find victory lane here this week here on Ultimate TV, and well done on that one. No doubt you'll attempt to do the second clean sweep of the week in race number 2. But before we let you go and prepare for that one, I'm sure you need to thank a few people.
Yeah, thanks again, Dirty Old Bastard League, for putting on this series. Thanks, Brett, up in the booth at Ultimate Dirt TV, one of our sponsors. Great having you for the full season here. Teammates at UW Motorsports, can't thank those guys enough for all the hard work they do on setups. As you can see, they're starting to pay off here. Sponsors: Wicked Cushion, Colby's Eye Paints, Next Gen Fab, and I feel like I'm forgetting one. I already mentioned Ultimate Dirt TV. That was it. Thanks a lot for your support, guys.
All right, there we go. Chris Brenner there, home with the win here in race number 1, of course. Like I said, we're not done with just yet. Race number 2 will be live in about 20 minutes' time. Of course, you can come back and check it out on the virtual2reality.tv Facebook page, or you can check us out on Ultimate Dirt TV on Facebook and YouTube as well. So the social media information is just there in the middle of the left-hand side of the screen. Of course, we couldn't do it without the Wicked Cushion. Of course, you can check them out on the web at www.wickedcushion.com. And of course, check them out on Facebook. Check out Colby's Eye Paints on Facebook as well, bringing you the replays for one of the final times here on Ultimate Dirt TV. They're with us for one more week after this, and then we have a new partner coming on board for the replay series, and we'll make an announcement on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page over the next week. Of course, we couldn't do it without the support of SETI Group Holdings as well, bringing you the starting grid and finishing results here this season. You check those guys out on the web at www.seti.com. It's CEDI.com. Of course, we've still got some sponsorship opportunities available for next season here on Ultimate Dirt TV. You can have your logos on the broadcast, on all broadcasts that we do here. If you want to find out how to get involved in that, send a message to the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page, and the guys behind the scenes can let you know how to get your logos on all broadcasts here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Race number 1 completed. Chris Brenner, David Heilemann, and Braden Eiley, your top 3. We look forward to race number 2 and being the final race of the season for the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series live from the dirt track at Charlotte.